everybody. This is Jeff Beale, the business guru, late at night, coming to you from downtown Manila. And I've got an awesome guest on today, and he's got some good news for you people out there who are introverts. And that's many of you, I know that. So let's get this show underway, and I'll tell you a little bit about him. He's an owner-operator. His name is DrewChaz, and his company name, would you believe it or not, is called DrewChaz.com. How easy is that? And he's been in the industry now for quite some time. And a brief description, he loves helping business-minded introverts crush self-doubt and build quiet confidence and finally get seen at work and in business and in life. So guys, time to stand up. And if you want some help, Drew's only a cup of coffee away, a virtual cup of coffee. Reach out to him, have a chat, and see if you're a good fit and you can help each other. Key achievements, he moved up the corporate ladder in the semiconductor space as an introvert. And his key phrase in life is, you be you. And that's ever so important. Now, speaking of you be you, I could have find my sheet. And you be you would be good if I could find my sheet this time of night. Never done that before. There we go. First time for everything. Just lost my sheet. I had it on a clipboard, guys, and I moved the clipboard and put some other stuff there, didn't put it back. So here we go, Drew. Tell us an important moment in your journey that inspired you to pursue your current career path. Where was that aha moment?
Okay, well, I mean, there's been plenty, right? I'm a older guy in a young man's space, but I've been through it. I've been through a lot of stuff, but I think the turning point for me as an introvert at my corporate job was when I was told that I would never move up because I'm too quiet. And I thought, man, I'm so tired of hearing that. And I'm so tired of not being seen. I've got to do something different. So I thought, you know what? I need to be me. That's why my motto is you be you, because I believe that the gifts that I have as an introvert are amazing. And most introverts have. So I decided that I was going to use these gifts to move up. So I started reaching out to people I trusted and just kind of going into meetings and, just making myself seen.
Yep.
And before you knew it, I started moving up and, I made it, as far as I wanted to go in the corporate space. So, yeah, now I'm out teaching other introverts how they can do it the same way without just staying in their head.
An awesome thing. It's all about that, guys. It's all about standing out, right? Standing out and be heard. In fact, I'm doing a new podcast soon. I think, what is it called? Be Seen, Be Heard. That's a new podcast I've got coming up next month, actually. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome it, Drew, all over these years, Drew?
I think the biggest challenge is, I guess, back in the day, being an introvert was looked at as a negative or weakness, a taboo or something.
Yep.
Yeah, a weakness. And that's been the biggest challenge of getting to this point today where, using our analytical minds and our thoughtfulness and our really kindness and way with people, it's just kind of morphed into something different. And today in the business world, it's actually looked at as more of a positive. And there's so many more business leaders that are introverts now. So just through the years, it's just morphed into something where this is the perfect time for an introvert to move up and to use their skills as a leader.
Yeah, I agree. My motto is, guys, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So, but put the effort in and get yourself a cheer squad. Like Drew said, he said earlier in the piece, he went to people he trusted. That's important, guys. We all need help. So reach out and get that help from other people. Tell us an important moment in your career that pretty much, where was that aha moment that made you change direction, Drew? What happened?
I think I mentioned it earlier, right? When I was talking to a director and I asked them, okay, I need to move up, I need to make more money. And they pretty much told me it was never going to happen.
Well, I would have said, bye-bye. I would have said, watch me now.
Well, I work for, my 9 to 5 is a great company. So I didn't want to walk out, but I knew I needed to move away from that group, right? So I just made the choice to be seen, like I said. Fantastic. I asked for, to move out of that group into another group.
Love it.
I started just using my skills and analyzing. And I got a mentor, and they advised me on how I needed to move up to, the director level. And just those little things, just outreach and just using my, because I'll tell you what, when we're in meetings, all kinds of stuff is blurted out by extroverts or just other people.
Yes.
But introverts, we've already got 5 or 6 solutions in our mind to whatever the problem is.
Taking it all in.
Yeah, exactly. And so people misinterpret that as being a weakness, or you're just quiet. But no, we've already got the solution.
I love it. My ex-wife, lovely girl, 16 years together. She was she was so quiet. We'd go to meetings and, like you said, and she'd hardly say a word. And people think, oh, she's a dummy. And I thought to myself, oh, you poor bugger. She's 10 times smarter than what you are. She took notes and she's listening. You're not. You're too busy talking.
Right.
I get it. Very much so. In your opinion, what are the key qualities and skills that have helped contribute to your amazing success in this new venture?
I think it's learning. I would say, like, I would call it going through the school of hard knocks.
Yeah, that's it.
Learn trial by error. But then I decided, when I started, I was in for the wrong reasons. And I thought, you know what? I need to have a purpose.
Yep,
and I started reaching out to other content creators and just the great advice that they gave me. And people are willing to give this advice. So reach out, and I started using this advice, and it morphed into where I really have a passion to help people just like me, who are business minded and want to move up and deserve that raise and that promotion in their 9-to-5 that they're not getting because they're just not seen.
Yeah. See, guys, Drew's mentioned about 3 times already in the first few minutes of his podcast about getting help, getting a mentor. So if you're an introvert, there's your opportunity. Here's the perfect guy for you. He understands you. He'll help you. He's not going to judge you. He's going to help you, right? And you can even help each other. We don't know what we don't know, right? How do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field as you do? Drew, what's your secret?
My passion to win.
Yeah,
I hate losing.
That's a good one.
Whatever I get into, I just want to win. I kind of liken everything to a American football or a team concept, where everybody, has a purpose in the overall goal of reaching, the touchdown or the goal or, winning the game. And that's really what it is. I have a passion for winning, but also have a passion for people. Despite being an introvert, I love people and especially other introverts and helping people to get to the next level because, we all, our corporate jobs can lay us off in a second. We're just an asset. We're not really a person. You got to remember that. That's right. So you could be laid off just like that. And your 9-to-5 will say, okay, well, thanks for your service. And that's it. You're out.
Not even get a thanks. Interesting. You talked about football. And I say, guys, when you play the game, have a look at the score. You play to win. Don't just play. Keep an eye on the score, guys, because that was from a young age. I've always talked about that. The score. I used to tell my team, I'd ring them up and go, "What's the score?" That means how much money we've made or how many people we've helped today. What's the score? I need to know the score, and I'm trying to make the score better than last. I'm trying to have record scores, not because of the money, because I can. Right? That's all what it's all about. Tell us about a recent project or achievement you're particularly proud of, Drew.
I guess starting my podcast.
Fantastic.
I never thought as an introvert that I would even do anything like that. I mean, if you think about it, we don't like being out in the open. We don't like being loud and, just loud voice out there, right?
Yes.
So I thought, you know what? I just got to get my voice out there. And the socials, they're okay and everything. But if you remember, you go on a social 90 seconds later, you're forgotten. So I think podcasts last forever. And I thought I need to get my voice out there. So I thought the only way to get going is to get started, right?
Yeah.
So I knew that it would probably be ugly at the beginning. And so I just worked my way through and I'm just continuing, but I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, I've only just started myself because I've done 300 episodes and I meet bloody interesting people, guys. Everyone's got a story. Every man and woman. No one does it easy, guys. You don't think they do? No one does it easy. I'll tell you now. Everyone's got a story, and we can learn from each other's stories and help each other. So, guys, get on Drew's podcast, reach out to him, find out what the podcast is all about. And if you're an introvert, even more reason to go out and have a chat to Drew. Tell us, what advice would you give a 20-year-old version of you who's an introvert? What advice would you give him, Drew?
I guess the best advice is don't overthink and stay in your head and prevent yourself from moving anywhere.
Yes.
Because that's what we do. Even this online business that I started, it took me 2 years to get out of my head and finally get started.
Lovely.
You know, we just tend to overthink and what if this and what if that and what, you know, but you know what? You got to work your way through that, get out of your head and just start doing things. You can still use the skills and the gifts that you have as an introvert.
Yes.
But just get out of your head and start moving, start doing something.
That's the one. Okie dokie. Tell our listeners, what's the best way to reach out and find out about your amazing service, Drew? What would be the best way to do that?
Okay, well, go to DrewChaz.com. You have some freebies out there for you, and awesome. Get on my newsletter, my email list, and I can send you my weekly newsletter. My podcast is called Overthinking to Outthink, and it's on all the podcast outlets. So reach out to me through my email as well. It's @newyouvithdrew, Andrew at @newyouvithdrew.com.
Love it. Before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself, Drew, that most people don't know, apart from the fact you're an ex-introvert.
Yeah, what people don't know is I used to lead kids, hundreds of them in puppet ministry.
Yeah, really? Cool.
And and it's perfect for introverts too, because you know I get to hide behind the puppet and the different characters, and I have a lot of different voices. And
True, you make me smile. We're gonna smile.
That's awesome.
I know all about it, Drew. It's fun stuff. You're a great guy, Drew. And guys, if you want to be like Drew and come on and tell your story and get your 15 minutes of fame, please reach out, like and subscribe to his channel, and you're going to meet lots of interesting people just like Drew. And think about it, guys. A TV commercial is going to set you back about $30,000. What's going to happen? People are going to get up and go to the toilet. They're going to go and make a hamburger. They're going to make a coffee. They're going to miss half of it, right? If you get 10 radio spots in your city, you're starting out, you think, I'll go on radio. That's cool too, except they might play your radio out at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when people are asleep. Come on Drew's show or my show, in my case, 15 minutes of fame, and we'll put you across Reddit, Quora, Snapchat, LinkedIn, what else? Facebook, our Facebook group with 6,500 members, and more importantly, YouTube with all your social media links, and we'll blast you all over the place and put you in front of hundreds of potential clients. So guys, the offer's there. Reach out, and more importantly, reach out to Drew and have a chat. Drew, you've been an awesome guest today. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it. And everybody, reach out. I'm willing to help you.
That's the one. Thanks, Drew.